in the water.
Well, it's something that I've wanted to do for a long time. This represents photographs that I've been taking for 3 years. And I've been walking up and down Sligo Creek for 3 years, falling into Sligo Creek half the time, looking for, I always say I'm trying to look for beauty in unexpected places. And when you go into a place like Sligo Creek, you expect to see beauty. It's a beautiful place. There are lovely trees, lovely grasses, and the water flowing through. It's a great place. But what my pictures are, they're of little microcosm of Sligo Creek. I noticed it one day when I was crossing the bridge at Maple Avenue, and I happened to have a film camera with me. And as I was crossing the bridge, I looked down and I had this beautiful reflection of autumn leaves and a tree. And I was so captivated by it, I got my camera out and I took a picture. And I went home, had it developed, and when it came back, it was like this. It was just beautiful. And I looked at it and I thought, well, maybe I should try to see if I could get more of these pictures. And so I started doing that, and that led to 3 years of my going down almost on a daily basis, spending weekends down there, mornings. A couple of the pictures that I have here in this exhibit I took while waiting for the bus to go to work in the morning. And what I was looking at here are pictures that form and dissolve on the surface of the water. The water is flowing. The water, because it's water, acts like a mirror, and it's reflecting things from the sky. But my pictures are not just about reflections of the sky. They're a composite of things that are happening under the water, pebbles, rocks, mosses, whatever it is, leaves that are under the water. Also, a second layer of things that are happening on the water, waves, ripples, movement, and what's happening from the sky. So they're kind of multi-layered or multi-dimensional photographs. And it's just something that nature, that Sligo Creek provides to us, but they're ephemeral. They happen, they're gone. They happen, they're gone. And so what I'm down there is I'm looking for these little things that sort of appear and disappear. And the nice thing is that Sligo Creek is actually clean enough that I can do this. The water is clear, and thanks to the Friends of Sligo Creek, they're organizing people to go out and clean up the creek. And so the tin cans and bottles and styrofoam cups get cleaned out by the volunteers. And when I go down there, I can actually be the recipient of a really nice and clean environment where I can look for really the beauty of nature. That photograph was what I liked about it. It was some of these photographs begin to look very abstract. You can't even tell what it is necessarily because it's a picture sort of a tree, but it's not really a tree. And that's what I like about these pictures, is that they help you think about your own interpretation of what's going on in the photograph. It's really an aesthetic experience that anybody looking at it can have, and it's their own aesthetic experience, just like mine when I looked at it. But in that particular picture, it was of trees with leaves under the water, and it made it look like the trees with their own leaves. Of course, those trees were naked because it was wintertime, and the leaves that were under the water had fallen during the fall and had fallen under the water. And then you had the ripples on the water happening, so it gave it kind of a real and unreal effect at the same time. I thought it was pretty neat. I like this picture that's on the poster. I was trying to figure out which picture should I have on my poster, and I thought that this one reflected, so to speak, what I do, because it's a picture of the tree, it's got the leaves coming through it, it's kind of a dreamy picture. And to me, all of my pictures really are a little bit dreamy. And it's one of the reasons I take these pictures is that for me, photography is not just a hobby. It's what I do to maintain my sanity, whatever sanity I've got. When I'm involved in my photography, it's kind of a spiritual exercise. It's a spiritual exercise because of the relationship that I have to my camera and to the art of seeing. It's also a spiritual exercise because it connects me in a very special way to nature and to something beautiful. I really enjoyed it. We had 30, 40 people, I guess, come through. And a lot of them were friends of mine, which was very nice. They support. I work at Peace Corps, and a good number of people came from my office. A good number of people from Takoma Park were coming in. My neighbors, people who are not so neighbors. Again, this is something that I want to do as a contribution to my community. I really feel that Takoma Park, Silver Spring, Sligo Creek, that's what ties us all together. I wanted to give this back to the community as a way to emphasize how beautiful, how wonderful this treasure is that we have in the community and how much we need to take care of it. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to work with Friends of Sligo Creek and to benefit Friends of Sligo Creek, so that anything that I sell here, 25% of that would go to support the Friends of Sligo Creek's activities.